It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2025 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Colts.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Back to throw. Connecting again with Downs. And they get this down to the 28. A pickup of 17. And it'll be first down, Colts.
17 more yards. That's another Colts first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's good for a Colts first down. First and goal.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
First and goal. Here's Taylor. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Set to return it. Here's Cody White. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
And he won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd. From the gun, Darnold. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got a first to begin the frame. Play fake, Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And again, it's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. Or quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur and might even hear a few birds.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Hits him on the out route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Colts.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They go play action on 1st down. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's going to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Working inside the red zone. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over.
So Seattle retakes the field for their second. First plays the design run. Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. But it looks like now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
The Seahawks call. This will be second down. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Inside the 30! And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its second.
That's good.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Escapes the pocket, and he's brought down at the line.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Ooh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Groupie sends it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts watch as the return goes out of bounds. Bring it more. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred in the string.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Here's a screen now for Walker. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Here for the 2nd straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Colts ready to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Now a handoff to Taylor. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Taylor again. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First and 10 now from the 46. They go again with Taylor. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Keeps this underneath to Taylor. And he's tackled for a short gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Colts with the football. 2nd and 6 coming up here. This is Taylor. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Now a toss play, Taylor. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Colts keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts make it a 24-point ball game.
Seahawks, nothing.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's White on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Seahawks offense running out now. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. From the gun, Darnold. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor trying the left side. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
At the 5-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action. Going power with a big tight end. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation, but even more, better execution.
Now from back at the 7. Here's third and goal. He's keeping it gone again. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Seahawks pick it up. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He tucks it and takes off. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Darnold now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's good.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Now Darnold. That's JSN. Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. Darnold looking to throw. He'll set up a screen. It's Shaheed. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Walker on first down. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down. And our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Seattle.